yeah, well, finish it and we'll see if it's fast. So now messing about with this video, we're straight in with bolting up all the rest of the engine. And here's the thing we all lose while working on our cars. Yes, you guessed it, that pesky 10mm socket.
Now you know where all the 10mm sockets go.
I finished talking up the pulley damper to bend the big bar specifications. I'll keep it speeded up for quite a bit of this video. Cheers!
Okay, this is the main engine support bracket, and it also acts as an alternator bracket. I'm going to bolt this on, and then we're going to see, because this is the Fiero main engine mount with this polyurethane, like Rodney Dickman mount, but it's offset. I don't know if you can see, this is the main engine mount, and bolts the block, and this little thing sits here. It's offset and it's as hard as nails as well. So I've got the original 3800 motor mount, and I'm going to see if I can put this on here and modify a little bit the bracket on the subframe. As long as this doesn't stick any further out than this one did, we should be okay. As far as the subframe goes, I want to check with the pulley and everything like that, because the other one was offset and this one's going to be here, so we'll see how it fits up. 50 years of car repairs. Like an engine. For now, the rest is left is the inlet manifold, and then we're back together. All clean, all ready. All clean, all ready. Let's put it back together. Gaskets. And on we go. Now I can just stick the camera up nice and high. You can see that. If that's working, let's get on with it. Generation metal gaskets. I already checked that the holes, the ports are lined up. They're actually much bigger than the ones I took off. The ones I took off I had to port the gaskets, which was a real pain in the butt to do. These ones are much better. You see the gasket surface is much wider than the port. Yes, that's an ideal world. That's gonna break a bit of the airflow, but it'll be alright. Right, the first side, speech. Pee everywhere. What's coming out of this one still? Yeah, should be dry. Cleaned you all, there's no reason to be pee all over the floor. I'll get the shiny ones on the outside and the dirty ones on the inside. 132 inch-pounds. 132 divided by 12. Tell me, guys. 11 foot-pounds. It's absolutely nothing. New gaskets on the water neck there as well, and then we fit this water outlet pulley assembly onto the engine. Starting to look even more like an engine. Just needs the intake manifold. But unfortunately, intake manifold gasket broken. Sucked in. See the other bits? Rubber, where my finger's pointing there. And this one, no rubber. No gasket. For another day. You can see here I've just been cutting off the pieces on this gasket that get in the way of my short runner intake. These are the pieces that hold, well, it used to hold, what do you call it, the kind of a tube for the PCV system. But it's going to be cut off as short as possible. Sploochy, sploochy, splooch, sploochy, sploochy, splooch. And then when we go to put it on, we should have 100% sealing on each runner. And no more gaskets being eaten by the engine. Mastic time, yeah baby. Maybe if we put new gloves on, might save our fingers getting covered in black mastic. I reckon we've got enough sploochy splooch all the way around there. Must not forget to take off the throttle body if we want to spin the engine. Over. Turn the engine. Okay, I've taken the inlet, upper inlet manifold off. You can see that nothing's stuck to the metal part, lower intake manifold, so that's okay. If we have a look over here at the intake manifold, we can see it's all nicely squidged down, and just a little bit to take off in some of the corners there where it's squidged out. Otherwise we're looking good there. And if I've got a straight edge across, you see it's lying nice and flat. Yeah. So that's good. Should have no more of these gaskets being eaten by the engine. There we go. All clear. Yep, all clear. Stick these back on that. Well, you've already seen me doing that. Can't be bothered to film it a second time. It's the same as what we saw the other day. Anyway, come back when it's all finished. It's the new PCV valve, the old PCV valve. All the new bits. Got a new one of those, but you can see I've already drilled and tapped this one for it, and it's not cracked, so we'll use that. We'll keep that one for another time. I've got new O-rings, a new spring. Use a new spring, why not? New O-ring, why not? And which PCV valve to use? Well, this is a test we shall do. New valve, old valve. Test number 1. Quite free. Different, but new. Test number 2. When the turbo pressure goes down, which one seals the best? Take the old one. I'm a big turbo. A little bit of air going through. Test number the other one. I'm a big turbo. That one leaks more. Test number 3. Change of pressure back and forth. It's a bit of leak. Last test. Imagine this. It's like the oily vapours that are coming up through it. Huh? Same with this one. It's going to have oily vapours running in it. And then what happens? Leaky here a bit. This one. Both of them. Depends how it sits down. It leaks a lot. This one. Honestly, I think this one will go back in. Keep the new one as a spare. Teensy weensy bit of silicone grease, and my camera is falling away from where it's supposed to be pointing. Two. I don't see it very well. Oof. Doesn't seal at all. That's crap. Well, that's no good. You know what? There's a fat old ring that came out. Right, tough luck. Use the old one. Great. So. in this PCV kit. We didn't use the plastic bit, we didn't use the spring, we didn't use the washer, and we didn't use the valve. So in fact, we didn't use anything. Absolutely bloody useless. So I'm pleased with that. That's coming on nicely. Next stage will be to test fit the engine against the gearbox without its clutch, so we can do the front engine mount modification, and then we just bolt it all back together. Exhaust manifolds on, turbo on, back in the car. See you later. Salut prune avec ta babale. Ça va?